Sheet grabber. Half screen. Stop. Button.
Hey y'all, today's video is going to be my top books for 2025. I know I'm filming this a couple days early, but the holiday season is almost here, so I wanted to get this video filmed and ready when I will be uploading this. So the first book that is on my top list of 2025 is Unloved by Peyton Corinne, which is the second book in the Undone series. It's about Freddie, who has dyscalculia and dyslexia, and he is a college student and a hockey player, and Ro is his tutor, and it goes from there, and they're both people pleasers. The next one is called It's a Love Skate Relationship. I loved it. It's about a hockey player named Charlotte and a figure skater named Alexa, and it goes from there, and it was really cute. I loved it. Then I read Forbidden Puckboy. Puckboy's number 7. I really, really loved it, and yeah, I read it at the beginning of the year. Then I read Possessive Puckboy, which is the 8th book in the series, and I really, really loved it. Then I read Stubborn Puckboy, which is book number 9 in the series. Then I read Just Romantically Invested, and it's book 4 in the Love series or something like that. And then I read Not Catching Love, which is book 5 in the Accidental Love series. So yeah, then I read Battle Royal, which is about like this cooking show, and then after that I read Code Name Charming, which is the sequel. Then I read Finding Prince Charming. It's about a young boy who falls in love with a prince, and it goes from there. It was really cute. The Rules of Royalty. It's about 2 princes from different countries who fall in love with each other, and it was really cute. Playing the Palace. It's about a boy from New York City who falls in love with the Prince of Wales, and it was really, really cute. I really loved it. Almost Royalty. It's another royal romance. Close Protection. It's about a princess who falls in love with her bodyguard, and it was so, so, so cute. Nobody in particular. It's about a princess who falls in love with a ordinary girl from her school. Please Pay Attention. It's about this 12-year-old girl who has cerebral palsy, and there is a shooting in her school, and she does therapy, and it goes from there. It was really, really cute, but really, really sad. On Thin Ice is the next one. It's about 12-year-old twins who are fraternal, who work together on the same ice skating team, and sadly their father passes away, and it goes from there. Every Borrowed Beat. It's about a girl who has a heart condition, and she has heart failure, to be specific, and she gets a transplant, and that book is very close to home because
Stop. Button. Duration. New recording. Sheet grabber. Sheet grabber. Half. With current position. Rewind. Play. Fast forward. Pause. Transcription. Pause.
it was very close to home because my dad has a heart condition, and yeah, it was very, very emotional. And yeah, the next book is called Solo Stand, and it's about 2 concert goers who are seatmates, and when the show gets cut short because of the dark, and they are together and they have to like explore the city and stuff. The Color of Sound. It's about a girl named Rosie who is a music prodigy, and she has synesthesia. Glitch Girl, it's about a girl who gets diagnosed with ADHD, and she processes her diagnosis through a computer game. It was really, really good. Gut Reaction, it's about a girl named Tess, and she has a chronic illness, and her father passes away, and she loves baking and stuff, and yeah. The next book is The Heir Apparent. I'm currently in the middle of reading this, but it was really, really good. I am almost done with it, and so I decided to add it to my list. And it's about a princess who's named Lexi, and she is from this country. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. And she finds out that she is the heir to the throne. She is a princess, but due to her father passing away, she is the queen of her country now. So yeah, the next one is fan art, and it's about Jamie who falls in love with her best friend, and yeah, it goes from there. Under the Neon Lights, it's about a girl who loves roller skating and is very close to, and the roller skating is very close to shutting down, and she tries her best to save it. Recommended reading, it's about a bookseller who falls in love with a lifeguard because they are recommending books to each other, and it was so cute. Out of Step Into You, it's about two girls named Taylor and Mariana, and they are on the same cross-country team, and they are rivals, and they fall in love. Eliza from Scratch, it's about a girl named Eliza, and she ends up in a culinary arts class, and it goes from there. B. Mullen Takes a Shot, it's about a girl named B who is on the hockey team, and she is trying to save the team for her middle school because she likes hockey, and they are trying to cut all school curriculars like sports, etc., etc. All's Fair in Love and Field Hockey, it's about two girls who play field hockey, and they fall in love, Evelyn and her rival Rosa. Heart Check, it's a first in a young adult hockey series. It was really good. Love is in the Hair, it's about two girls who have rivaling hair businesses. Love is Full Tilt, it's about a girl named Liz who joins a scavenger hunt at the place like a Disneyland, and she falls in love with a boy named Mason, her rival. Crushing It, it's about a girl named Mel who is the captain of the soccer team, and she falls in love with her rival Tori, and they fall in love with each other. Love Points to You, it's about two girls named Angela and Linda. That is interesting. And they both design a game together, and they slowly start to fall in love with each other. Crash Test, it's about a guy named Travis who is a Formula 1 driver, and his rival partner Jacob is in a severe crash, and his driver Travis and Jacob, they start falling in love with each other, and they start to learn how to be a team for the Formula 1 team, and it was very close to home because I've experienced a car accident before, and it was very, very scary. Lemon and Lies, it's about a girl named Valeria, and her twin brother isn't talking to her, and she is failing math, and A boy named Gage helps her pass math, and Valeria and Gage are fake dating and they fall in love with each other. When Love Gives You Lemons, it's about a food vlogger who films TikToks and tries to win back his ex-friend. Stick With Me, it's about a artist and a ice skater who fall in love with each other. Dust, it's about a girl who has asthma and she moves to a different place to have better air quality. And yeah, I'm Not Jessica Chen. It's about this girl who plays her cousin Jessica Chen, and she has to switch places with her, and it goes from there. Playing Flirty, it's about two video game players who fall in love with each other, and the next one I read was called Unromanced. Being Sue for Two, it's about a boy named River and who quits at his parents' cafe and has to end up working at a Korean cafe and ends up falling in love with a Korean girl, which I'm not really sure how to pronounce her name, so I'm not even gonna attempt to do so. Worst in Show, it's about a fashion designer who falls in love with her pen pal, and they both are trying to save the dog show, and it goes from there, and there is so many cute pugs and stuff. Church Girl is the next book that made it onto my top list of 2025. Airports and Exes and Other Things I'm Over is the next one I loved. P.S. I Hate You. It's about a woman who her brother ends up passing away, and her and her brother's best friend complete a bucket wish list, and yeah, it was really, really sad, but I really enjoyed reading it. Single Player, it's about two video game creators, and it's enemies to lovers, and they start to fall in love with each other while creating the video game. The next one is called Read Me Slow. Battle of the Bookstores, it's about two people who have rivaling bookstores and they fall in love with each other. Loved Walked In, and it's about a person who is in London and who is trying to save their bookshop, and they fall in love. The rest of the story is about two people who are on two rival hockey teams and they fall in love with each other. If We Were a Movie is about two girls who work at indie movie theaters and they are trying to save it and they fall in love with each other in the process. The Romance Rivalry, it's a girl who is in college and she is a book reviewer and she has a rival book reviewer, and she wrote her own romance book and they have to work together and they fall in love with each other. And they each have to finding every romance trope, and it goes from there. It was so cute. The Rival, it's about a girl named Sadie who gets her spot at a dream college and enters her rival next door neighbor, Seth, and they have to compete to see who gets the only spot on their college magazine, and they slowly start to fall in love with each other. Better Than Revenge, it's about a girl named Finley who her ex-boyfriend gets the podcast spot, and she asks her boyfriend's best friend to help her get the spot, and they slowly start to fall in love with each other. Listen to Your Heart, it's about a girl named Kate, who her best friend Alana convinces her to join their high school's podcast class, and she ends up liking the class, and she ends up falling in love with a classmate. The next one I read is called Impossible Music. Out of the Woods is a marriage in... It's basically a marriage falling apart, and it's the sequel to Out on a Limb by Hannah Bottom Young, and I gave it 5 stars. Then I read her latest release, which is People Watching, and I gave it 5 stars. Then I read Make a Move, and it's about a girl who plays chess, and she is autistic, and one of her friends has chronic pain. And yeah, the chronic pain rep was good, in my opinion, as I myself have chronic pain, so yeah, and they start to fall in love with each other. The Quince Project, it's about a girl named Cass who is a event planner, and a disaster happens at her sister's quinceañera, and when a party planner opportunity applications for her dream, Cass sees it as a chance to learn enough tricks so things won't go wrong, but she needs more party planning experience before she can apply. And when she books a quince for a Disneyland vlogger, and she catches feeling for her chambelán, and it goes from there. It was so good. Showmance is a book about a show and 2 people fall in love who are in the show, and it goes from there. I really loved it. Then I read Only in Your Dreams, and I read Only Between Us. Spiral, which is a series, which is book 2, I gave it 5 stars. And Revolve, which is the latest book, I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Then I read a book called Love Language, and it's about a computer programmer who falls in love with his assistant, and it goes from there. It was so cute. Home Office Romance, it's about 2 neighbors who fall in love during lockdown, and it's considered a office romance since it's at home. Finding Her Edge, it's about a girl named Adriana, and she is dancing, and she falls in love with her ex-friend named Freddie, and it goes from there. Dogs Don't Break Hearts, and it's about a teen who volunteers at a dog rescue, and he starts to like a dog, and he hangs out with the dog after his relationship falls apart. The Forbidden Freshman, it's about a freshman boy who is in college who makes a bet, and he is trying so hard not to fall in love with a freshman girl, and it goes from there. We Could Be Magic, it's about a girl who falls in love, and she is a princess at a theme park, kind of like Disneyland, but not quite. And yeah, it was really good. Left of Forever, it's about 2 people who were married, but they get divorced, and they have to take their son to college on a road trip, and they slowly start to fall back in love with each other.
Transcription. Playback. Play transcript. Pause. Fast forward. Pause. Button.